Fresno, California. We've reached week 9 of the EA Sports college football season. Contenders, pretenders, starting to separate. It's the Oregon State Beavers and the Fresno State Bulldogs. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
I wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just haven't been able to get clicking in this game throwing the football. They're going to have to find that mojo and get back into a rhythm here pretty quickly.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Snaps it in the shotgun. Fires to the big... Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. The running back has it. And you want to talk about gang tackling? Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Punt is in the air. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Looking for a man. It's Murphy. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Working that left side now. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Got his man. Turning it on. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Right side, it's Hampton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
3rd and long right here. Wants to throw. It's Murphy. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. The 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Fresno State. They get set for the point after as we have the 1st score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Deep in the end zone, it's Butler. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Hatcher. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. Working that wide receiver screen. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. To the air, it's Murphy. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Second down, going to throw it. Out wide left, it's Hatcher. Still on his feet at the 45.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Beavers are flying down the field. Quarterback will keep it. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Finds his man on the RPO. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. RPO complete. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. To the air, it's Murphy. Left side, it's Nolan. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Beavers want to crank the tempo. They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's complete to the right. Runs through a tackle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State. The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Straight ahead, it's good. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
214 close. 214 close.
Martin back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Takes the easy one to the back. There he goes. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Martin will throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Going to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Fresno State will have to punt it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him? Or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
It's not just about sacks and getting the quarterback on the ground. When you can hurry him up, speed up that thought process, get near his legs, all those things lead to incompletions and sometimes mistakes.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Fires to the big fella. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Boston College, taking on the number 9 team, the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the Eagles, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet, But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They were trying to set up a screen. Instead, what they got was their quarterback putting paper in plastic and sacked.
And how about the speed on defense with that rush, getting to the QB so quickly? You're not expecting to get home on a screenplay like that, but, man, the old saying, speed kills, and you saw it right there.
Throws to the wideout. Gets a hand in there.
And that's another incompletion for this offense. And, man, it's kind of been a grind. It's kind of been ugly. They're just not in a rhythm. This whole night, man, just the crowd here just kind of, everybody can feel it. This offense hasn't figured their way out, and they got to get something going.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Could not make his way to the corner.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
What a terrible, terrible shank. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll move the tight end. This quarterback part of their running game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Second and long here. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Out wide left, it's Hatcher. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Beavers will try to convert on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They boot it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He'll pitch it. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the RPO, got him. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Trying to take it back. Makes a move. Puts him in the spin cycle. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Finds his big tight end. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Martin back to pass. Under pressure. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
Linebackers have tough jobs, right? Their first responsibility is to stuff the run, but you could see he does a really good job seeing pass, getting back into his cover 2 drop, breaking on the football, and making the interception.
Got the quick completion. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Hatcher. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
This is when winning plays made, and we start right now in the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Sells to fake. Finds his tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Beavers decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Working the ground game. He's got enough. Still running at the 40. Flying down the right side. Touchdown Bulldogs! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Butler. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Got enough for the first down. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Finds a crease, it's Hatcher. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Beavers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Across the 45. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Throws it back. Left side is Hatcher. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Beavers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that's just a simple blitz by the middle linebacker, and he's able to win up front. He sees the gap. He's able to beat his block and get to the QB.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Rides to the back. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Now on 2nd down. They give it to him again. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Oregon State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
Now for the extra point try late in the game. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Now, last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. And he's going to bring this one out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Martin will throw it. Rush right in his face. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And this D's been very solid all across the board. And it's got to be a fun unit to coach, and especially when you got quarterbacks out wide that you can just depend on. You can leave them on islands, you can vary coverages, and you see it right here. He breaks on the football, he understands where it's going, and that's such a luxury to have a guy out there that you can trust for a whole football game.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Got some green grass. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
The Bulldogs using their 1st timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Back's got it on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
What What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Long way to go on second down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
Man, these scenarios are talked about during practice. You want the quarterback to get rid of the ball so you're not wasting time. You're down. You really got to get up to the line of scrimmage fast now. Throw the football away so I can stop the clock and be in a better position to succeed.
Looking to the big tight end. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down.
And every defensive coordinator in the country will tell you, you want to get them to third and long. Obvious passing situations. Because they won second down and they got that big sack, they put them in the predictable third down. They win and probably force the punt here.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. On the ground, it's Hatcher. Got the first down. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
It came down to the